Welcome to Elena's-barre low impact full body workouts. On this channel you find different format workouts that will help you to tone up your muscles, improve your posture, gain overall strength, endurance, balance and flexibility. Check more classes on Elena's-barre Patreon. Join us for my crazy piano practice on Sundays. We also talk about controversial topics that can trigger you. You participate in our conversations voluntarily at your own risk. Read the disclaimer in the description box. If you don't want to be mentally or physically challenged, I suggest that you skip this video. Thank you so much for your understanding. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to Elena's-barre low impact full body workouts. Today I'm with Melody and with Emma. Great to see you ladies and thank you so much for joining today. We are going to talk a little bit about the Chinese medicine, which is not conventional medicine that we are used to, because apparently I'm not the only one who gets to talk about it. I know that Melody was, what were you studying, dear?
Physiognomy. So it's I'm sure there's some overlap with like traditional Chinese medicine, but it's basically looking at things like ridges or spots on the fingernails and like the tongue and like folds in the ear and how that kind of like reflects on like predispositions towards like weakness in different organ systems or like mineral deficiencies and stuff like that. So basically like reading the body.
Right. What have you studied?
I find that fascinating.
It is fascinating. Yeah, I remember when I was in China and I was doing the foot massage, or you would go to a doctor and then they would check your tongue, like if the tongue is the wrong color, they would look into your intestines. They would say that you have digestive issues, and instead of like trying to paint the tongue into the right color, instead of fixing the symptom, they would actually focus on the fixing the problem. So I'm not saying that it's the replacement for the conventional medicine, but if you have certain issues in your body with your organs, maybe it's a good thing that you try to find the root of the problem. Like if you have headaches, you find the cause. Why do you have headaches? If you have stomachache, find why. Maybe you've eaten something that you shouldn't have. And then in regards to reflexology, and face yoga is based on the reflexology. It's called Dien Cham. In fact, it's one of the books that I've been recently reading, where there are a lot of points. They actually mentioned that they found like 270 points on our face that you could press on, and it will be connected via nervous system, via fascia with our organs in the body. So I don't know all of those points. I don't claim to be a reflexologist or anybody in that regard. I just took an interesting course that was explaining some of those points. So, and then Dien Cham, the simplified face reflexology, is based on the 57 points in the face. So there are only 57 points, but it's still a lot to remember, and I'm still learning about it. So let's greet here. Accounting Ship is here. Hi, Accounting Ship. How are you doing? Great to see you. Also work with hooves.
Yeah, there are different like pressure points in the hooves. I never really did like hoof work when I was like working with horses, but the ears and like there's some around the mouth too that like if like a horse is injured and like freaking out, you have to like provide medical treatment. Like you can like sedate them, like
there
are like holding the right acupressure points, which is pretty cool. Yeah. That's like I was like super skeptical too until like I personally experienced that myself. It's like I don't feel like horses really do like placebo effect the way that humans do, because they're just there. They're not like they aren't like, oh, she's doing this thing that's going to make me like get sedated, so I'm going to feel sedated, because there's the language barrier.
Yeah.
So that's kind of kind of yeah, actually what kind of got me into it. But yeah, I have seen like charts of hooves and like, and especially like around like where the hoof like meets into, you know, the furry part of like a, you know, quadrupedal ungulate's leg. There's a lot of points around there too, which I don't have them all memorized or anything, but yeah.
Hooves are very sensitive, so
Yeah, our ears have a lot of points that you can press. In fact, there is the point here that you can press and you can sedate, like you can knock yourself out. So don't do it, guys. Okay. There are certain points, like if you apply the right pressure or even the wrong pressure, they have the opposite effect of what you're trying to do there. So I don't know how much science is involved in that. I talked to my husband. He thinks this is horseshit, but I definitely think that there is something to it, because when I was in China and I was doing the foot massage, and they believe that there are a lot of nervous endings in the feet. So when they are massaging the feet, they can actually detect which organs you have problem with, and they can tell you, they can point it out, and then you would be like, oh gosh, yes, I've been having constipation for a few days, because they can see it in your feet based on how your feet looks, how like it touches. And then like the first half hour, you are usually crying through the foot massage because it's so painful. They are really trying to relieve some symptoms that you are experiencing in your organs, and then you feel better. Like, the moment you start walking out of that massage salon, you're just flying. Like you feel like, wow, it's so powerful. And then the second half of the hour, you are just relaxed, you're just asleep, you don't realize what they're doing to you. They basically knock you out with the pain. And then it's just such a pleasure. And I've yet encountered here a good Chinese foot massage or a foot reflexologist, because yeah, it's hard. It's not that easy. And there it was very affordable. I could do it like once a week. I could do a foot massage. And then I also talked to one lady. She was losing hearing, and she went to Shanghai. No, not Shanghai, sorry, Sanya. This is the island in China. And there was a clinic there, so we were just traveling around, observing, right, different resources. It was related to my work, what I did before. And she was saying that they couldn't fix her hearing in Europe and in Russia, and she was in her 40s. And then only when she went to China and they tried acupuncture, the needle treatment, so they put the needles around your ear, your hearing started to come back slowly. It could be something else, it could be a coincidence, like my husband was saying, that hearing can come back on its own. I'm like, I'm not so sure, like there were certain facts that she mentioned that again, I'm not a doctor, but I highly suspect that Chinese medicine was involved in there. So her hearing started coming back, and then she was visiting that clinic a few times a year, maybe, and then her hearing was mostly recovered. And she had to keep doing the acupuncture with the needles, but they told her how, so it's not actually that difficult, but you have to know how to do it, and you can't really do it by yourself, unless you really know. So yeah, she was impressed. And she said that she almost lost her hearing. She almost lost her hope that it would ever come back to her. And then she went to China, and they found the reason. They massaged those. She also did the massage therapy there. So it was like combined, it's not just one. So let's welcome a few people here. We have Paul Davis here. Good to see you, Paul. Thank you for joining. And then Siege, yes, from the Red Pill community. Hi, Siege, good to see you. Just stopping by. Okay, yeah, I'm my massage therapist, and everyone think it's pleasant. No, it's not. She gives me sports massage, and it's painful. Oh yeah, sports massage is my favorite actually. I love the
Right
deep.
in there.
Yeah, like just nail it in. But then I'm kind of small, so every time I go with my husband, um, my husband loves the deep tissue too, and they are pressing like the hardest on him, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't feel anything, and they will try to put more pressure on me. I would be like, oh my gosh, I'll have bruises, it's too much. Too much, yeah. Yeah, the sports massage is good, and the deep tissue massage is really good. um I used to go, but then we moved away from the area where I knew all of the massage therapists out there, so we moved away from that area, and I haven't experimented here. I haven't gone to. It's so hard to find good massage therapists, like seriously, you have to go through a bunch, especially if you're moving to a new area, and then after one session you won't really know, so you have to do a bunch of sessions, and then eventually I just taught myself like how to do like self massage, using the massage balls, and I bought expensive massage balls. I think I shared them with you. I have them. Hold on, I'll show them to you.
I like
um,
those little like spiky ones that I have some that you can like heat up in the microwave. And they're really nice because especially I have like circulation issues. And so like, just like roll my foot back and forth on it. It just like, it warms up and gets the circulation going, and
yeah,
nice.
Ones.
I bought these ones from Tune Up Fitness. They
Okay,
come
yeah.
with this pouch, and they were pricey. They were like 180 back when I bought them with the book, how to
Wow.
use them. And but they're really nice quality because they are actually uh, like they're grabbing your foot, and then you can create a lot of friction with them, and it's just like you roll them. There are instructions there, so I think I did like a class on them. I'm not a licensed massage therapist with them. Becoming a massage therapist is very expensive, guys. I don't think I will do that. It's only for my recreational use, I guess. And just for like so that I'm not that. Yeah, I have the book, and then you can use them in a pouch like that, or you can separate them. You
Right.
can work on them, like you can try to like massage your feet, and they have different sizes. So there are smaller ones actually harder. They get deeper into your tissue, like especially if you're rolling on it, like you are using it for your back. And then there is this one. I love this one. I It's bigger than, these are the bigger out of all of them, you see.
Yeah.
So this is the set. Oh, and there was also a small Pilates ball, the one that you could use for massage also, but for ah, for yoga or for Pilates class or for bar class, like when we are using a small Pilates ball, you could use it for those purposes too. So I just ordered a bunch of these balls, and they pretty much do the work. Like if I have some problems, I need to roll, then foam rolling is really good, so you don't actually need to go to the massage therapist. I would if I could find a Chinese massage therapist. Yeah, which in my area it can be hard, so if you happen to have a Chinese reflexologist nearby, I recommend you to give them a visit and ask them for foot massage. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get into our face yoga. So we will do a few basic exercises. I'm not going to explain like why and how it's connected to. I'm thinking of doing maybe a better video where I'll record myself from multiple angles, and then I'll explain voice over, and then I put that video and we just all kind of do it, But this one is going to take me some time to do. So have a seat comfortably. Emma knows we did it last time. Good. It's going to be fun. Okay, so try not to get distracted with the weird faces. Just heads up, okay? So sit up like tall, roll your shoulders to the back. You can actually sit on your safu or on your yoga block to create the height so that you're not slouching forward, because posture is essential in face yoga. So yeah, sit up nice and tall, assume your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. You can close your eyes for a second. Good, take a few deep breaths. So you inhale in through your nose. Good, and with exhale, gently release. Again, inhale through your nose. Send the air into your lungs, expand the belly. And with exhale, slowly release. Good. And one more. And exhale. And now we are going to add the squeeze of the anus with the inhales. When you are inhaling, good, activate your pelvic floor muscles. And then when you are exhaling, you release. So it's as if you are breathing with that part of the body, okay? Again, inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. So this breath might take you some time because you have to breathe in through your nose and also do the suction with your pelvic floor muscles, and then you are releasing on the exhale. So now you're going to gently open the mouth, and with the tongue we are going to press into the upper teeth and then lead the tongue towards the throat. Okay, so you inhale, you lead it back towards your throat, and then with exhale you release. Okay, so you bring it back towards the teeth. You can do one breath at a time and then you release, or you can do the sequence of 3 breaths: inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then you let go of everything. Okay, so let's give it a try. Again, inhale, exhale, again, and try to breathe. And exhale, squeezing the anus. Again. Nice, release. Release the ear. Let's do again the sequence of 3. You know what we are doing. Okay, I'll just do it with you. Release. Okay, make sure that you are not pronating your chin, you are not hinging forward. So watch your posture and draw your chin from here towards the center. Okay, now this here. There will be one exercise where we will pronate the chin actually, but otherwise you keep everything in one line. Let's do it one more time and try to press with the tongue into the palate as much as you can. Again, inhale. And slowly release. Good. Okay, the next, this was just the quick warm up. The next one we will do is we will keep breathing normally through the nose. See if you can keep squeezing the anus all the time with the inhale. So you open your mouth. I'm going to lean slightly, but you try to sit up nice and tall. So you inhale and you open you try to connect the corners of the lips together, opening them into a circle. Okay, and then you draw the chin down as it goes. Okay, and then on the exhale you bring it back to neutral. Okay, again. And release. So we do the series of 3. Try to really press the corners of the lips together. Okay, when you're opening, don't let them go wide, keep them in. Okay, again. Release. Okay, and one more time. Let's do it. Sit up nice and tall. Watch your posture. Keep breathing. Release. Wow. How you doing, Mel? Good. Okay. The next one, it's going to be challenging. So remember to sit up nice and tall. I'm just leaning to show you. This time you're going to open it into a circle, so you don't draw the chin too low. Maybe come to a middle setting. You still try to pucker your lips, connect the corners of the lips together, and then you sucking your lips inside. So it looks like this. With inhale, you open, and then with exhale, you try to draw your both of your lips in. And I turns off my brain. I can't talk and do it at the same time. And you connect your corners of the lips together. Okay, don't let them go wide. Again. And you hold it for 3 breaths. Okay, so you don't move it, you just hold it there. Again, inhale. And release. Wow. Again, inhale. And release. How are you doing? Good. Okay. The next one will check the corners of the lips. We did it last time with Emma. So you bring the second finger towards your mouth, and you try to keep your lips the width of the finger. Okay, like that. So you open them a little bit, and you're going to move just left corner of the lip. So try to isolate. We are only moving one part of the face. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like this. The other part of the face is relaxed. It helps if you have a mirror in front of you so that you can watch yourself and see if you have any tension in the lower eyelids while you're doing this, because it can impact that. And then same, you can change the arm. And see, I'm going to the right, but my left is so engaged. So try to relax the opposite side and just then release. So let's do two more of each. And to the other side. Keep breathing. Good. Okay, now let's try both. And preserve the space. And release. Good. Again, we will do, let's do maybe 5, because they are small movements. 5 of this with both sides to the, and slowly release. Okay, now this one is going to be tricky. I'm still struggling with it, especially when I'm not very consistent. If you do it every day, you will feel more activation, okay, and then you can actually increase the number of repetitions with each day. So you preserve the space, right, between your lips with the finger. And then you're going to keep the lower lip relaxed, but the upper lip is going over. You're trying to suck it in, okay? So like this. So you can go either to both sides. What I find very challenging, you can maybe edit later on, you isolate. You first do one side, like 3 reps on one side or even more reps, and then a few reps to the other side. It's going to be challenging, okay? I'm still working on it and it's pretty hard. So let's try it again. So you measure, and then you draw the upper lip over your teeth. The left lip is relaxed, okay? And let's go to the left or to the right, doesn't matter. Okay, and release. These ones are so funny. Okay, let's do one that combines our eyes and also the lips. So with the eyes, I'm going to show them separately to you, and then we'll put them on top of the lips. Okay, so I'm leaning forward, but you sit up nice and tall. You keep your eyelid gently pressing down on it with your fingers, and your eyes are gazing up, okay, while you're doing it. So we are activating the lower eyelid and gazing up. And watch that you're not frowning your forehead here. So it's really important that you don't frown your forehead, because it kind of defeats the purpose of this exercise, okay? So you gently press with the fingers down your eyelid and leave the eyes like you're trying to gaze behind your head, okay? So like that, without frowning your forehead. Notice like which side feels more tension, and you need to control it better so that it doesn't frown. Especially if you're a side sleeper, you're going to notice that one side is more tense than the other. Good. Keep breathing. So 3 breaths, and then you release the eyes, bring them back to normal, release the hands. And let's try one more time. So you lift. I can't really tell if I'm frowning my forehead or not, because you want, essentially you won't be able to see your forehead. You'll just have to rely on the muscles. But at the beginning, you want to watch that you're not frowning it. So keep breathing. And slowly release. Okay, now we will do everything together. So remember that circle that we were doing, peckering the lips together, connecting the corners of the lips, pushing them in while you open the mouth, inhale. So remember to squeeze your anus also on the inhale. It's a lot of things, right? And exhale. So you inhale, draw the lips together. And then you bring your here and then try to gaze up. Okay, gaze up with the eyes without frowning your forehead. And then if you want to, you can even pronate your chin slightly forward, keeping the mouth where it is. With that position, this will tense up the neck muscles, activate all of the neck muscles here. Okay, so I think you're doing it. Okay, let me get into it too. And then you do 3 breaths with this one, and then you come back to neutral, release your eyes, keeping your mouth goes last. Okay, so you release the mouth the last. So let's give it a try since you already know the procedure. So inhale. And then you release, and you can even shake your lips a little bit side to side to release. There is quite a bit of tension in here. Let's do it one more time. This is a fun one, especially if you put all of the pieces together. So you breathe, activating the anus, then you keep your mouth engaged, right? Connecting the corners of the mouth, corners of the lips together, and then the eyes without frowning your forehead. It's a lot of concentration, a lot of things going on. So let's give it a try again. And last time, let's do it. Remember, when you opening the mouth, you're trying to cover your teeth with your lips, so you are sucking your lips in. Okay. And release. Good. Okay. How are you doing? Well, then there is this exercise for the eyes. Where you just sit up nice and tall, and we are going to lift the eyes up, gaze up like we did before. If you want to, you can apply this gentle pressure on your eyelids. You don't have to put too much pressure, but trying to keep them down a little bit so they stay relaxed. Okay, so they stay relaxed. And see, you're going to first do kind of a warm up. So you squint your eyes together. close them, and then release, close them, and make sure you're not frowning your forehead here, okay? Like everything else is relaxed, so you can keep your eyelids down with the fingers to make sure they are not, or just manage the amount of tension you are experiencing there, okay? So you squint and open, squint and open. Good. Okay, so now with this little tension down, we are going to gaze up and then slowly bring the eyes down without moving your head. So you inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and slowly down. Good. And down. Now left and right. Try not to move your head. Left and right. Good. And now maybe you started circles from right up without frowning your forehead. Left and down. Right, up, left. Make it into a circle. Good. Go very slowly. And then reversing it. So left, up, right, and down. Don't move your head. 2. I find it easier going from the left. It's interesting. Tells me that my right eye doesn't actually want to work as much. Good. Maybe find your weaker side and do it a few more times on that side just to balance it out. Keep breathing. Good. And then squint, release again. 3 and 4. Okay. There is another one that I want to share with you today. So we are going to find here the fingers will go like this. So one finger goes on the middle of the forehead to watch. The index finger goes on the middle of the forehead. Then the middle finger goes on the eyebrow. The fourth finger goes on the lower eyelid, and the fourth finger is just here. And then you are trying to keep the base of the fingers here on your temples. Okay, so you're pressing there. It's a tricky one. Okay, so let's get it right. Good. And like this. And then with this control, okay, with this control, we are going to just move the eyes up and lower. Again, up, gazing behind you, and lower. Good. And release. You can close your eyes for a moment. Let's do it one more time. Up and lower. Up and lower. Good. And then you can go left and right a few times, and then right and left. There is also diagonal, I forgot to mention to you. So let's go to the left up corner, and then you go to the right down corner. So you go through the center, up and lower, up and lower, and then switch right up corner. So what the fingers will do, they will prevent you from frowning, and you will notice which parts of the face try to kick in while your eyes are working. Good. And one more. Nice. And slowly release. Whew. slowly release. Then there is this one, like where I don't want to show it to you today because it requires clean hands, where we go under the mouth and press on certain points, creating resistance. Like we will be pressing, like you would put like thumbs in to your mouth, on different points, and then you would press with the thumbs out while the lips are trying to counterbalance. This one is a pretty challenging one too. So these are just a few exercises. Next time I'll show you more. I just wanted to start from the beginning since Melody wasn't here last time. Yeah, how was it?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's different. It's fun. I can definitely feel. Yeah, I can tell that it's been several years since I was serious about French horn at all. But I think it might be good to just because French horn's so hardcore to kind of get back into with more just facial muscle, exercises and isolations and stuff. And it's crazy too. I never think about the little muscles in my eyes when we were doing the thing with the fingertips on the lower, I could feel all the little muscles shaking and stuff.
Oh yes, you will feel that. I haven't done it consistently enough this week, and I'm like, wow, I'm struggling with it. It's challenging, guys. It's challenging. Yeah, face yoga is not. It's not that easy, but it's so effective because it's connected to our hypothalamus, and our endocrine system. So we are working with the hormones. And it just you do it and then you're like, wow. It feels good. It boosts your energy. It boosts your mood also. So I recommend you to take a few minutes of your day to do a few exercises, and you don't have to stay with them too long like we did, because we were trying to work on the weaker side, and then eventually as you get stronger, you might want to spend some time on it. Oh, there is another one from the book that I've been reading. This is the one that you can do when you wake up. When you wake up, you do this one. So you start from here, with a it's a gentle massage. So you lift your fingers up towards the forehead and see if you can go into the scalp if you want to a little bit, and then you go down. You massage your ears a little bit, just like that, and then slowly bring it down into the lymph. So it's more like lymphatic massage, okay? Yep. And I'm not a massage therapist if you are looking for the lymphatic treatment. Yeah, read the disclaimer in the description box, guys. Good, let's do again. Inhale, you go up, and then slowly massaging the ears, draw down into the lymph. And you do it 12 times when you just wake up. So you don't get up of bed right away. You do this one. It will help you to first of all, it will kind of energize you regardless of how much sleep you've had. I only had a few hours of sleep today, and I'm not saying that it's good, but if you need to look somewhat representable when you didn't sleep enough, or you have some sinus issues also, this will help you, because you are basically pushing the sinuses away, and then that it will help with the circulation too, So yeah, I love doing this one. You do it 12 times after you wake up. You're still in bed, you're doing it, and then you can get up and then you can do a few more reps, and then your face will be plump, and then more awake.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel really tired after that now.
Oh, after what? After yoga, face yoga?
Yeah.
It's pretty, if you do it the right way, guys, it's no joke. It's no joke. It's a lot of muscles, especially if you do the anus as well. When you are inhaling and exhaling, it's you are connecting the whole body. The energy is moving there. And if you eventually, maybe now you're just too focused on the exercise and you don't really care much how you breathe, But then over time, as your muscles build some resilience, you can add that breath to challenge yourself. This is why I gave you the breath first, so see if you can sustain that breath throughout the practice. Yeah. Were you able to breathe like that throughout the whole practice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
of the time, I was breathing. You know what I mean? There was the odd moment where I was like, "Oh, I need to remember," but yeah, most of it I was.
Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah, because it's important to breathe with it too. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, thank you, ladies, for showing up. Thank you, Shape. Thank you, Siege. Yeah. Join us for more classes next time. It will be somebody else teaching the class. Who wants to teach the class next time?
I think Emma taught last week, so I could do something next Sunday.
Cool. Yeah,
Pretty sure.
yeah.
So,
How are you doing with your Pilates teacher training?
well, all I have to do is like submit the final test. So I might actually try to do that today. I don't know. I'm going to the museum at like 1, and then I've got like a food club thing. So maybe I'll get around to it. Maybe I won't. But yeah, it's kind of like wanting to like get the test done before, because yeah, greenhouse season's gonna really start picking up like starting next week. So I'm gonna be much busier. So
well, and remember, you can retake it if you need to. If you need to.
that's true. Yeah, I guess I could just try to take it this evening. If I don't pass, I'll try again. So yeah.
And write down your answers, like the questions that you mess up, so you can find them and you can reply them. Like next time you do the whole test, it's a long test. There are like a lot of questions there.
Yeah, I think it's like 60 questions or something. But then there's like 2 tests, so it's like, I don't know, probably 60 questions for both of them. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember there were 2 tests. I was like, oh
yeah.
gosh, it's been a while since I've done that training, and I completely forgot. I remember like it was long. It was a process. It took me like two days, but I was on it. I was like really like I need to do it. I need to do it like sooner rather than later. I didn't want to delay like one test after another to take a long gap, because then you would forget, you would confuse the names for the poses and like the exercises, the sequence, and while you still remember, you do both of them. And then you see if you need to redo one more or like both of them, you redo them. But yeah, I recommend not to take a big break between the two. Just like grape. My brain after face yoga, you can tell like some neurons are firing there and not in the way that you you want them to fire. Yeah, it relaxes your nervous system too, guys, in case you want some fun and joyful practice that will help with the nervous system. Next week, brain yoga. Yeah, we need to do something for brain. Have you seen my meditation for activation of brain?
I don't think so.
Emma is laughing. I have it somewhere on my YouTube channel. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Real short.
It's very short, it's a very, I was just smoking.
That's why it'll be called a short.
Oh, was it a short? Was it even under
so,
1 minute? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was just basically breathing and meditating. Give it a try. In 1 minute, you can get a meditation and activate your brain, guys. Yeah, it was just mocking. I was mocking how meditation is done. It's not just that it's bad, but like how people take it. It's yeah. I think we need to start rewriting a lot of books that are talking about meditation and relaxation and like.
Sorry, I'm not being rude scrolling my phone. I'm seeing.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. It's just way too much, Mel, on focusing on your heart, on your emotions, on your feelings.
Yeah, that's kind of like the opposite of like the goal of meditation. Like from how I learned it anyway, it's to kind of like get beyond like all that temporary, just me focused stuff,
And this is why we see the generation of entitled narcissistic people, because everybody is so wound up about their feelings and emotions, and yoga instructors who should know better, who go through a meditation training, it's like, guys, you're teaching this to people. People are going to take your advice. People are going to use what you tell them. And yeah, that was an attempt to undo some of the damage, within 1 minute video. I did my best, but like, hey, yeah, your brain activated. And then, oops, meditation is over. The moment you activate your brain, it's out. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Emma, for your feedback and for trying
thank
out
you.
this program. Huh?
Oh, I just said thank you. That was fun.
Yeah.
So
It was fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I didn't feel so silly this time. I only had one moment where I laughed, but no, I didn't feel as silly this time.
Silly. Well, you
were
will
doing like the crazy Power Rangers mask. I was like, oh man. If I ever try to do like face yoga with my Girl Scout troop, it's just gonna devolve into everyone just laughing hysterically.
Oh, I know. You can actually bring it up to them and see how they react to this. Maybe some will benefit. Like if you go beyond. When I first started, I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. Even when I was by myself, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? It's just like my face doesn't want to move that way. But then as you go beyond that phase, like you have to, like, if you need to laugh, you laugh. Laughter is also good. There is such thing as laughing yoga, I guess. Um, so you go beyond that phase, and then you actually start feeling your muscles, and you're actually doing the work. So it can be fun, joyful, and effective at the same time. So yeah, thank you, guys. Remember to please like, share, and subscribe. Join us for more classes. Melody is going to teach us something. She will probably do a combo of yoga and Pilates next time. Yeah, great to see you, Sheep. Great to see you, Siege and Paul. Thank you for showing up, guys. Write us comments, and I'm going to take us out. Good.